hello, and welcome back to our beautiful Ascension channel family. I hope you all are doing well. Today, we are going to be doing our February reading for Libra. So, I am going to do general reading for all placements for all of our Libra energy. So, Spirit, we're just going to get right into it. Spirit, give me all of the energy surrounding our Libras. Thank you so much for everybody who has already subscribed. We appreciate it very much. Our subscribers are growing and our views are growing, and so we are totally grateful to everybody. So we appreciate you so much, and hope you continue to grow with us as we stay on this journey. So please like, comment, and subscribe. All right, I have got a lot of energy in here. I feel like there's one more. I don't know why it's not coming out, but I think there's one more. Okay, maybe not. Give it one more time. Okay, all right. I guess I got them all. Just wanted to make sure. And there is quite a few cards there, but Spirit showed me above. Show me above the Libra. And below. And heart space. What are they giving? What are they giving? And receiving. Very specific there. Any blocks? I'm supposed to leave that right where it is, right where it landed below. All right. Lots of energy here. So let's see where we are. Oh, lots of reverse the heart space. All right. Let's reverse the heart space. I kind of want to see real quick. Just kind of see if it'll do it. I don't know, y'all. It did. Okay. Yep, that's supposed to be in reverse. Okay. I honestly feel like all three are supposed to be in the reverse angle that they're in. So I'm going to leave them there. I just wanted to kind of spin one and just see if that was kind of where it was. So let's talk about a lot of the energy that's coming around you guys. For some of you, I'm looking at this and this really seems financial and professional for a lot. And again, this is general, so it's not going to apply to everybody, but this professional energy is super strong here. This Princess of Wands is about the direction of where you want to go. For a lot of you, you may be the words trapped in agency, and those are so specific, and I don't know why, but that's what's it. Trapped in agency, okay? Trapped in some type of partnership, trapped in maybe some type of corporation or a space where you are working for someone else, and there is a strong desire to get out of it. There's a strong desire, I feel, here to do something different that is probably more geared independently. And, you know, the beautiful green and red and golds are all colors of prosperity. So, I really take this in the professional tone to say that you guys are aspiring to do something, and there may even need to be a plan for goals and things that are executed here to make this professional transition more obtainable. But I get a lot of energy here where professionally, a lot of you may be feeling stunted. This Five of Wands, it's a struggle, but it's in reverse. It's almost like it's not a struggle so much as it is the fact that you want to be somewhere else. You want to do something different. You're not happy there. It's not providing maybe like the balance you want. I feel like some of you have very like constricted schedules, long schedules that isn't providing a balance, and it's also not being happy. This Ten of Pentacles here, it's also not providing necessarily the type of money that you want, or the type of money that you need for your family or your needs. So there's a lot of literally all across your heart space is in reverse here. So, on your receiving side, it's in reverse. On your giving side, it's in reverse. And so it's just not in that space of doing what you feel like it needs to do anymore. Yet you're still, I asked Spirit to show me what was in the middle of it, right? That block, which is you are still working really hard, but feeling like nothing is absolutely coming from it. It's not producing. It's in a place where it needs to be evaluated. Okay. Below in this justice card is you are about being treated fairly. This is also about, again, the card that always comes up for you Libras is about balance. And so I get, not only is it upsetting the balance in some way and not giving you what you need in the space of, a work home or work life balance, but there's also, it may even be some, you've been passed over for promotion. You are not being elevated. You're not being treated fairly in the actual work environment. There's a lot of energy here of just, it's not conducive to your health. The question is, do we let it go? Do you stay? Do you let it go? Do you keep pressing towards it and hoping that something better is going to come from it? Prince of Cups energy here in reverse. I get the energy here that here's what I don't want you to do. Although you have your eye on the prize and doing something different and doing something more independent, it's going to need to be structured, Libra. It's going to need to be structured in a way that is not going to get you in trouble here. This Prince of Cups in reverse makes me feel like, you guys sometimes can be very adventurous and overzealous, and will sometimes make a move that maybe doesn't necessarily suit you. And Spirit wants you to be cautious here, not to make a move based on the emotional sense of you're not getting all the things that you want. It's not providing the money that you want. It's not providing the balance that you want. So a lot of you may be on that verge of like, I'm just going to quit. I don't even care if I've got something else. I'm absolutely miserable. This is not what I want to do anymore. So I just can't tolerate it. I breathe and understand that you need to be very strategic and very cautious about how you do things right now. You're also going to you're going to be forced with this Queen of Swords, even though, again, Queen of Wands over here, Queen of Swords over here, although there's a lot of energy involved in it and you want to be very independent, right now may not be the time. I just seen a clock and there's hands on it. And so it's like, it's moving very, very slowly. So I don't want you to make a hasty decision. I feel like you need to put some thought into this and some planning, right? There needs to be, of course, some boundaries set. I do feel like you are being overworked for a lot of you. And so you might need to say, yeah, no, I'm not picking up 3 extra shifts, or I'm not doing a double today or tomorrow, this week. I'm not going to, if they're saying overtime is mandatory, but yet it hasn't always, I feel like you're going to have to set some type of boundaries here, especially in the work environment, because there's so much going on that you are being pressed and overwhelmed in a lot of professional ways. And so you're taking on too much and it's all just kind of starting to run together. So you're definitely going to have to start to create some boundaries. You know what you want to do, you know how to execute it, but you really are probably going to have to start doing a little bit of education in what it is you want to transition to, and then try to figure out how to apply that to where you are professionally. I do see that there is opportunity here. I want to look at the bottom of the deck, that King of Wands. I was just saying, I feel like there's opportunity for growth here, and there's opportunity for growth and mastering where you want to go, and it being something that can really build a foundation for you outside of this. But it's going to take some strategic planning and actually being able to say, where I want, how I need to do it. The main thing I'm getting here is don't be overzealous, don't quit, don't temperance, right? In reverse up here, but we'll get there. Princess of Swords. Again, as I said, the boundaries, right? You're going to have to be very strict with, hey, I can't do all of that. I can't pick up too many extra shifts. I can't do all this overtime. I'm exhausted. I need some rest. You're going to have to find a balance for yourself and not just always say yes, yes, yes. Don't be the yes man anymore. I feel like for a lot of you Libras, and even for some of you, this may be coming in not just the form of professional, but also in relationship, because this Prince of Cups, is the rush, the Prince Charming, the lover that rushes in. And so maybe you rushed into this relationship in some way. And now as you rushed in, it needs boundaries. So definitely feel like all of this appeals to a relationship, whether it is professional or whether it is personal, or romantic. But it's a lot of this right now is about setting healthy boundaries. It's definitely something that's needed. This Princess of Swords, she is going to do the restructuring that needs to happen here. She's going to have an action plan, a vision board, a knowing of where she wants to go, and not allow her temperament or emotions to get in the way of that direction and that drivenness. And so if you do have a direction and you know what you want to do, maybe you want to, it's like, I'm not in that space where I want to, go back to school, but maybe I want to get that certificate so that, I can get promoted better or quicker. And I know that I've got the skills versus, my coworkers or whatever. And, I'm just not being noticed for it. Give it some time, have a true structuring and planning of what you want that to look like. Take the emotion out of it. Cause I have a feeling that, you are more in yourself emotionally about where you're not going than anyone else is. There is no judgment here. I don't see the judgment card anywhere. I don't feel like you're being judged for where you are, but I do feel like you need to figure out, if you want to make a move, it needs to be strategic. You need to have a plan in place, and it needs to not be emotionally attached to it. Don't be emotionally attached to it, and just let it flow. Like I said, I pulled and I was like, is there another card in there? And then see, I felt it, right? I was like, I know it's in there. And they actually gave me two. So we're going to kind of top this off here with where you're going, and where you're going to end up is the sun. So, I get a lot of the sense of, yes, you're leaning and going towards happiness. If you make a plan and remove the emotion from it, this can turn out to be beautiful for you. You actually can be heading towards purpose and things that you really want. I also get, for a lot of you, this is later in the year, I can't talk today. I'm sorry, y'all. Later in the year energy of August. So maybe after the summertime, kind of relook at the plan and where you're going and what you're doing. And that being kind of moving forward. As you do that and you move forward towards things that actually are happy for you, right? It puts you in a place of being from this unmet, feeling like you're not getting what you need, to a space of actually things changing, and you feel like you can move and promote up. So definitely a lot of professional energy there, some relationship, but it's all about the boundaries. It's all about the boundaries, Libra. So I want to, Spirit, let's see here. I think I want to go with our full moon oracle over here. Spirit, show me what all of my Libras need to know in order to be able to get to, man. If it's not about the balance, it's all about the balance. And there we go again, for you guys, balance, justice, this is what you are all about, is finding balance, being equality, being treated fairly. And I do get, for some of you, that you really aren't being treated fairly. You are doing a lot of hard work and it is just not paying off in the way that you want it to. I feel like this is temporary. It's not going to always be this way. If you put the action plan behind the things that you want to do, take the emotional things out of it and really put the plan together, you're going to move towards the success and all of the happiness that you really do deserve. But it's going to take balance, and it's going to take, that temperance is in reverse. And what that tells me, self-restraining behavior. So although you want to be mad at your coworkers, although you want to get upset every day and you want to cuss everybody out, and I get it, we all have to do this weird little thing called adulting, and it sucks, right? But keeping my mouth closed, not popping off, not being a smartass, not getting mad at my boss and telling them what I really want to tell them, which, trust me, we all have to do it, because we all that work regular full-time jobs still and, don't have, money coming in from 18,000 directions and just sitting around. We all have to do that weird thing that's called work, right? And it can be a task. And so you're going through that right now, but it does get better. Keep your eye on the prize. Find what you need. Like, as I see this balance card, Spirit is saying, what do I need to balance? What do I need to get to this space? So I think you really need to ask yourself what that looks like for you. 9 plus 1, 10. 10, once you figure out what you need for that balance, it's all going to come full circle, because that is what that 10 is about. It's about coming full circle. So Libras, there's a lot of energy where you feel like you're not being satisfied. It's really being unmet. You're not making the money that you want to. You're working hard, but it's not paying off. For some of you, this is entrepreneurial. It is about setting the goal. Where do you want to go, and obtaining it? For others of you, I really see that the potential of you being able to move up and have all the things that you want in this space is there. But don't do it emotionally attached to, where you are just right now. Put a strategy behind it and say, this is where I want to be, and actually put that in place. If you find after a certain amount of time it's not working, then move on to something different. But you're definitely going to have to create some boundaries with where you are in the professional space, and then figure out an action plan to go with that as you take that emotion away. So that is what we have got for this evening for you, my Libra family. I hope this helps someone. I appreciate you so much for taking the time to watch, and I look forward to seeing you all again in March. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you then. Love and light to you.